We are rounding out such a great morning here in Lake George, the fourth stop for our News 10 in Your Town tour, talking to the people that make this community special. Tanya from the Lake George Arts Project is joining me right now. Thanks so much for coming.
Oh, thanks so much for having me.
You are responsible for putting on a lot of the shows over at Shepard Park, including Summer Concert Series and the Jazz Festival. Tell me about that major event. It's been going on for a really long time.
Yeah, our Jazz Festival, we're celebrating our 41st year. You know, a lot of people don't know it's the longest running jazz festival, or in the top 20 longest running jazz festivals in the country. And one of the top 20, only 2 are free, and ours is completely free. So we bring in musicians from all over the country. We dedicate a special program on Friday nights just for regional artists, where we partner with other businesses and put music in their spaces too. It's a full weekend experience, September 12th through September 14th this year.
What makes Lake George a premier destination for the arts?
You know, I think there's a lot of passion behind the arts that happen here in Lake George. Mayor Perry was on earlier, and he was talking about how almost every day of the week there's something in the park happening. And the Lake George Arts Project presents 10 shows throughout the summer as well. And there's just so much community support behind all of that.
And you mentioned that there's a building where people can go check out some contemporary art.
Yeah, about 100 yards from us is the old courthouse, and we have a gallery there called the Courthouse Gallery, and it's dedicated to contemporary and conceptual work. And we have shows, new show every month this summer, and those artists are also from all over the country.
That is so awesome. Tell me a little bit about the community here, and you mentioned regional acts and regional music artists. Talk about the community of musicians that you have around here.
You know, the 518 area in Lake George centric is really a hub of music and visual artists. Lake George has inspired visual artists since the Hudson River School, right? And George O'Keeffe very recently. And for musicians, there's so many different types of places to play. So there's private venues like coffee houses and some of the restaurants and bars. Then there's big public spaces like the park in Bolton Landing or our park or Wood Park too, that does these much bigger festival type presentations. Musicians around here, I think, have such a strong community with each other too. So oftentimes we'll bring in an act and I'll recognize the drummer from another act, right? And so there's just a wealth of talent and amazing music that's happening in this space.
Thank you so much for coming and sharing with us. We appreciate your time. Good luck this summer with the concert series. And there's really no shortage of inspiration anywhere you look in Lake George for artists to come and, you know, create their next piece. So we are live in Lake George this morning. I'm going to send it to a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.